Hello Capricorn, hope you're doing good, We're going to be doing your timeless love message for July 2022. Yeah man, we're just going to take a deep breath, shuffle up, and then get into the reading. Yeah. Pray to God, Spirit, my guides, my angels, my ancestors to help myself, Capricorns, and anybody watching to see the clearest messages for the highest good of all involved in our love and relationships for a timeless love reading for July 2022. You do not have to have Capricorn in your chart, and you do not even have to watch this during July. If it resonates, man. So, yeah, sorry these are late. Took a little bit of a break, got sick, had to take some time to myself. But now I'm feeling actually better than I was before I was doing the readings, actually. I'm in a really nice space now. Gone through a lot of healing, had some ups and downs, all that good stuff, man. So we're going to tap into your reading and see what comes out. We already do have the Nine of Cups that came out. On the bottom of the deck, though, we have the Emperor Reverse, okay? So Emperor Reverse can speak to me of somebody who is just not feeling confident, right? This could be somebody you're dealing with. This could be a masculine counterpart. It could be the case. It could be you, could be masculine energy, but whoever it is, not gender specific, it does not feel like they're feeling very confident right now. I feel like there is a little bit of confusion because of this with the Seven of Cups that came out. I feel like this is causing you to feel confused. I feel like your person that you're dealing with, maybe you are in separation. Maybe they are choosing to kind of keep to themselves right now. And it doesn't feel like it has anything to do with you, but it's because they're just confused. And I feel like the reason they're confused is because they're trying to figure out what it is they want. They're trying to figure out what it is that truly makes them happy. And I feel like that's a big reason we go into these phases of separation with people, because there's a need to look deeper at ourselves. There's a need to understand why we're confused. Why, when we have something beautiful in our lives, do we question it? Why do we question ourselves in situations and relationships? And what is it we can do to bring joy into our lives so that way we can bring a deeper sense of joy into our relationships? Card under this, though, we have the Sun Reverse. So this just speaks to me of like hidden emotions. To me, the Sun Reverse can be the moon, right? But it can also speak of delays, just delays. As my main message when I get this card, there may seem like there are some delays right now with your person. It just feels like they're not fully ready to come forward just yet, but the fact that the Sun is here and the fact that the Nine of Cups is here, they do want this, right? It's like they really see the value of you and this connection, but they just are not ready. It just does not feel like they're in a space to really bring you what it is you want. And I feel like that's why there is confusion. They may be feeling confused. They're like, I know I want this relationship, but how can I do this without sacrificing my own emotional independence? I feel like your person has worked really, really hard to get to an emotionally stable place. They may have been going through a lot, in their own personal life, getting out of relationships, karmic friendships, family members, all kinds of stuff with work. You know how life is, right? And I feel like they just do not want to lose the emotional ground that they have gotten to. I'm picking up on this energy where you may have had some fights with this person. You may have had some arguments. You may have had some discrepancies that have led you both to feel very triggered. And it has caused a lot of confusion in this connection and has led to likely a separation that you may be experiencing here with the Emperor Reverse. Can speak of me of just like not building with somebody, things not coming together the way you want them to. And it does not mean that they won't. It just feels like right now there's still that need for separation. And I feel like that's not only for you to focus on yourself, but for them to regain their confidence. Because a lot of the times when we do have these really intense divine connections, regardless of whether you want to label them twin flame or not, they do trigger us in so many ways. And a lot of the times that's what leads to this Emperor Reverse and this Sun Reverse energy, is because both people need to get to a space of emotional stability with these cards here with the Knight of Cups, to get to this emotional stability in order to bring that into the relationship. Because if you're not emotionally stable, it's going to be really difficult for you to maintain that stability in the relationship. And a lot of the times triggers will pull you out of your mental stability, your emotional stability, and they will push you into a space of confusion. And I feel like that's why this is here, is because there is a need to change your perspective on this connection. Maybe look at it a little bit differently in terms of what it's bringing to your life, the value that it is bringing to your life. And again, that taps into the message that we were tapping into earlier with your person, where they are having a change of perspective. They are realizing that this really is something that makes me truly happy. but there is a fear of overindulgence, and I feel like that's what I see with this card. Nine of Cups can be a very indulgent energy. Maybe if it's in the reverse, that is like obviously like partying too much, overindulgence, but in the upright, it's just like, okay, understanding this is something that makes me happy. How can I do it in a way that isn't going to completely take away from my life and allow me to continue to build my own personal empire and feel like I am in this upright space? So maybe either you or your person's feeling like this connection, because it is so intense, it is making it difficult for you to move in your life in a way that is going to be healthy for both of you. Okay, let's go and see what's under this card here. Yeah, man, there may have been some falling out. This could be somebody that's keeping an eye on you. This could be, it can feel like somebody like surrounding energy. This could be people around you. This could be jealous people. This could be, you know, any kind of thing. And I feel like that's kind of what was coming up a little bit. I feel like your person may have people around them that may have caused them to see things differently than they actually are. And a lot of the time separation occurs because your person needs to be able to step up into their own power and cut these people out. And I feel like that's kind of the energy we're seeing right now. Your person is just like, okay, they're recognizing that there may have been some arguments too, is kind of what I'm tapping into. There may have been a lot of arguments between you two, and I feel like that's surrounding this energy here, because there was a lot of commitment, there's been a lot of delays, there's been a lot of waiting. There's this energy of you both wanting this but not sure how to take it there, because there just was not the energy of being on the same page. And I feel like that's why we have this here, because there was this energy of you both really needing to reconcile how you communicate with each other. How do you talk to yourself, right? That's the first place to start. How do you talk to yourself in this situation? When you're thinking about things that have happened between you two, how do you view yourself? How is your mental space before, during, and after these conversations? And do you know how to bring yourself into balance without the assistance of your other person? Especially in a counterpart situation, I think it's really important for you to come to a sense of stability here, so that you do not allow yourself to fall back into this space, okay? Yeah, because the card under that is Temperance. This can be the twin flame card in terms of major arcana. To me, this is hot and cold energy, though. I feel like this is your person, in and out, hot and cold, here and there. And do I want this? Do I not want this? And I feel like that's just a major part of a divine connection, regardless of whether it's counterparts or not. It is this energy of recognizing that, like, look, there's a lot of passion here. Like, this is obviously a beautiful connection. It is divinely guided. This is something that the divine, I feel like, has brought together. But there is the sense of needing to really make a decision. This is a card of needing to make a decision, in my opinion. A decision that holds heavy weight, because given its major arcana, this is like a largely pervading energy in your connection. This is not something that is just quick passing. This has been a major issue between you two, needing to make a decision about this connection. Do you want this? For you too, Capricorn, do you want this? Do you want to be with your person, even though it is difficult, even though it is not something that has always brought you, you know, an immense amount of joy, something that has brought you a lot of confusion? Are you okay with that? Are you okay with the cycles that are continuing in your connection, and how can you move in a way that's going to move away from that? Are you hot and cold? Have you been hot and cold? And if you have been hot and cold, why have you been hot and cold? Look at that first before projecting that onto your person, I would say. Because we do have the Two of Cups, though, so it's like, it's a very beautiful energy where you both want this with each other. I feel like that's kind of what we're tapping into. I just did the Sagittarius reading. It's not much different energy. It's not much different energy that I did for the daily message that I did today. By the time you see this video, the daily will likely have been like 2 or 3 days ago. It's not even a daily message. I guess technically it's a daily message because I do it during the day, but I don't do them daily anymore on the Instagram JStarotservice. But this is what we've been tapping into. I feel like we went through this phase of, you know, divine connections where, okay, yeah, we went into separation, but then there was this even further, for me, where there was a huge period of just completely detaching, releasing the expectations of the outcomes, not even really personally like pushing for anything, just letting it be what it is, focusing on other relationships, you know, focusing on career, finances. That was like the biggest energy we were going through for a while, Capricorn. But now it feels like the divine's kind of pushing us back into this space of like, okay, don't forget about this connection. Like, yeah, like, do your thing, you know, maybe experience other people, you know, date if you want to date, but always remember deep down that you can tap into this space of this beautiful Two of Cups soulmate twin flamey card, right? It's this energy like you both see this, you both want this with each other, but it's a matter of strategy, really, logistics. How is this going to work in the physical? What can we do to not lose ourselves as individuals in this connection, but still maintain the intensity. I won't even say intensity, but still maintain the strength of the connection. What do you need to do? What do they need to do? And it's letting go of the juggling with the Two of Pentacles reversed, letting go of the need to feel like you have to juggle this connection with other things in your life, and understanding that a connection like this is going to be integrating into your life. So for you Capricorns, as somebody who has a lot of Capricorn placements, I will say that for me it has been this energy of, okay, like how can I not only invest in, like, in my personal, let's say, like, as I don't know if I said this in this reading, but I am currently in separation. I consider myself to be in separation, but when I was with my person in union, it was something where I was like, okay, this is really, really great. But then I actually had started working more. Basically, like, as we were coming into union, wasn't really working much. I was going through my own personal stuff, and then I started doing much more, started working more, started just adding more to my plate and responsibilities. And there was this question of like, okay, how can I manage that? How can I like continue to invest in this relationship and still be able to take care of myself, take care of, you know, whatever it is I need to take care of. And this is for you too. What is it you need to do to ensure you're staying balanced? Like, understanding that, like, the way you manifested this connection was by you, like, being in your power, standing in your power, and really just confirming for yourself how successful you are internally, and thus reflecting that externally, and not wanting to lose that to this relationship. And I feel like that is being reflected right now through both of you, because it's like, yes, this is great, this is beautiful, this is, oh, a fire truck, dude, hell yeah. Sorry, you don't see fire trucks too often. I mean, I do, but like, there's a big one. I've not seen this one before. It's like has a huge trailer on it or something, and it's just like chilling, driving through the parking lot. Huge, man. I always see like you know, fire trucks and ambulances as like divine protection or divine guidance, or just something where I feel like the divine is kind of stepping in right now. And I feel like that's what's going on here. I feel like you two kind of need to bring balance back into the connection by understanding what it is you need to do within yourself to be balanced. How can you keep balance in your life and allow that to reflect in this connection? A lot of balance here today. Yeah, because I feel like you've been left out in the cold. I feel like you both are feeling like this right now. There's just a lack of communication. There's a lack of commitment. There's a lack of like everything that you would want in a connection like this, even though the emotions are there. And I feel like that's what's going to be looked at and talked about for the coming days whenever you watch this, because it is timeless. And so I feel like that conversation is going to start within. How have you left yourself out in the cold? My microphone? Yeah, okay. I thought my microphone was like falling, because that happens sometimes. Sorry if it's kind of noisy. Yeah, so start that conversation with yourself. How have you self-abandoned? Like, in what ways do you self-abandon? And how can you reconcile with yourself so that you do not continue to do that in the future? Okay? Yeah. I feel like you just kind of need to evaluate your own toxic patterns. Like when I see the King of Cups reverse or King of Pentacles reverse, that is somebody who is greedy. This can be somebody around you or your person. This can be somebody who is, you know, dependent upon you or your person for finances. Maybe there's like some kind of obligations here with family that you're like family living situations, or just any material situation that you are just not happy with. And I feel like that's kind of where this imbalance is coming from. It's like, okay, how can I set boundaries with these people in my life so that way I can actually focus on this connection, so that way I can actually invest in this connection? Because usually when we get to this point in a relationship, or if you do decide to get to this point with this person, eventually the conversation will come up about, okay, well, eventually if this is a long term, there's going to be the discussion of moving in, there's going to be the discussion of finances. And it's like, okay, well, what are your current financial obligations? What are your current material obligations? That can be debts, that can be bills, that can be job, career, location, where do you want to live? All these very important questions. I think it's important for you to ask those within yourself, address those imbalances in your life, and that way when your person does come back around, if you do decide to participate in this connection, you have an idea of how to have that discussion in a healthy way that is going to be a reflection of respect for yourself, your relationship, and your person. Okay, we're going to close it out here though, Capricorn, with our magical spell cards deck. Okay, Cap, we have success, card 12 at the bottom of the deck. says success that's true belongs to me, success with honor, integrity. So I feel like you're going to, well, not only are you very successful, I feel like you are entering a very successful phase of your life. And I feel like your success in career, while very, very great, and I'm very proud of you, just remember what we talked about, not letting that to be the thing that takes you away from this relationship. Knowing how to balance your career with, like, just knowing how to balance your material responsibilities with a divine connection that is here for you. But regardless, outside of that, I do feel like you are reaching a successful phase in your relationship. If you're in separation, I feel like this is going to be a successful end of that separation. The reconciliatory energy that's been coming out for everybody, I feel like, is no different here. I feel like there's an energy of like, okay, it's a successful feeling knowing that you want this with your person and understanding how you can move towards this. Well, I guess how both of you can move towards this in a way that's going to be healthy for both of you. Oh, I don't know if the security guard's pulling up. I don't know if they're going to say anything, but they're probably wondering why I'm just sitting here. I've been doing like readings. But the next card out, oh, see, it's exactly what we talked about. We do have victory. And yeah, I'm just going to wave so I don't look weird. We have the victory card. Yeah, he's probably like, what the hell is this guy doing? Keep it pushing, buddy. I'm just doing a reading. Anyway, sorry guys. We had the victory card here. And so it's basically this energy, like I said, there's a very successful energy here. Is he stopping? No, I think he's going. No, okay, he's going. I thought he was going to stop me and say something, because sometimes that happens if you park in parking lots for like an extent. I've been here for probably like almost an hour or something like that. I've been here for a while. But yeah, man, so it's this energy of like you're coming to a victorious phase of your relationship and your career. And I feel like that's kind of the energy coming out for everybody. You've done so much inner work and inner healing that it's allowing you to come into this space. And it's a really nice card. I didn't even read it. It says, I shall celebrate and I shall rise. I will let victory make me wise. Okay? I feel like you and your person are really going to be coming into this victory, man. You're going to be utilizing the knowledge of your past. Card knowledge. It says 28. Let me connect above and below. Let the knowledge of ancestors flow. So yeah, man, learn from your past. Tap into your ancestral lineage. Like, talk to your ancestors, however you connect with your ancestors. If you do. If you don't, now would be a good time to start. Because that's how you can get a lot of deeper knowledge about the lessons you may face karmically in this connection and other relationships. A lot of the times, if you do decide to take on that role of healing karmic ancestral karma, you're going to find yourself repeating relationship patterns that your ancestors have gone through. This can be, you know, parents, grandparents, and even further back. So maybe look into the past of your family and understand exactly what dynamics you may be facing if you decide to take on that ancestral role. But regardless, I just feel like, I don't know, let's see. Yeah, safe travel, dude. So this says, keep me safe and let me roam, far away but bring me home. It's this energy of like, yo, man, I feel like there's just, again, a major victory here. Your person may be at a distance from you, but it just feels like you might be going on vacation with this person. I feel like not only do you want a vacation, probably need a vacation, you've probably been working a lot, working your ass off, which I know I have as a Capricorn. I'm not a Capricorn, but I have a Cap rising and North Node, so that's kind of my whole thing right now. But it's like, yeah, man, like, I feel like there is a sense of traveling here. There's a sense of like traveling back to each other. This is like a reconciliatory energy. It's like your ships are coming in. You have a lot of success around you. I feel like you're being celebrated by a lot of people, and it's like a very victorious period of your life. There's really, really good energy here. And we have another siren, so I feel like that's just confirmation that like, yo, if you're feeling down and out, just know that like you are going to be entering a very successful phase of your life. Just ensure you learn the knowledge of your past. Do your research before you make any important financial decisions, any investments, and also before you invest in any relationship, even with your person, because even though it is a divine connection, there is still a need to move smart. And I feel like that's kind of the phase you're both in. You're like, okay, we both want this. How can we do this in a healthy, smart way? But that's really all I got for you though, Capricorn. I do appreciate you. And yeah, man, if you want to see more videos, I do stuff on Instagram. I do like the timeless love messages, little 1-minute reels. And if you want to book a reading, which I am now offering personal readings, I do have my email in the description, so just shoot me an email. We can book something for you, okay? But that is all I got for you, Capricorn, and I will see you in your next reading. Goodbye.